Welcome, family and friends. This is the funeral and committal ceremony of Harold George Smith. Good morning, friends and family of Harold George Smith, known throughout his life as Harry. On behalf of Tempest, Adrian, Christian, Eric, Zale, Dylan, Kai and Fletcher, I welcome you to this service and thank you for your presence here. Your steadfast love and support have been an essential part of the journey that the Smith family have taken together over the past month. Your care and friendship have been and will continue to be greatly appreciated, so thank you. My name is Samantha Chamberlain and I have the privilege and the pleasure of sharing Harry's life story, loves, losses and achievements and passions with you today. As we begin, I acknowledge Harry's sisters Janice and Barbara as they farewell their brother. Likewise, our thoughts and thanks go to the family and friends in South Australia and in the United States of America who are joining us via video link. Welcome to you all. Your messages of love and support and your virtual presence is deeply appreciated. We send our sincere condolences to each of you as we honour Harry today. We are gathered to support one another as we come to terms with the shock and heartache surrounding Harry's sudden death. We need each other to share our deep sadness and our grief. There are no answers or quick fixes for what has happened, and it'll take many tears to heal the broken hearts that are present. Yet we have come, each of us grieving, to care for one another. When death comes suddenly, the loss is overwhelming. It leaves us feeling numb by the pain, almost paralysed by the sense of helplessness and injustice surrounding the situation. It shatters the illusion that death is routine and shakes us to our mortal core. Unfortunately, there are no easy answers, and as difficult and as painful as it is, there must be acceptance that Harry is continuing his journey in another realm and will be back with the love of his life and devoted wife of 45 years, who is Marion. As his friends and family and close community, it is important that you express your sadness, acknowledge his importance in your lives, and honour your loss. You all knew Harry to truly be a man of the sea and waters, a dedicated father and husband who, through motivation to achieve his greater vision, found the drive to work long hours, who was resilient in the tough times, overcoming all obstacles, and who absolutely loved what he was doing. Harry's boat and the ocean were his happy place and where he found his solace after a hard day's work. There is a voice that speaks to those who live in harmony with the ocean, and the respect it deserves to only take from the ocean what you need. Knowing this is Mother Nature's ability to heal and endure, and Harry was one that definitely heard that voice. On a personal level, Harry was a kind and very patient man, always generous in his contribution to supporting community activities and structures. He involved himself in many aspects of community life. He was a man of quiet integrity. His legacy to his family is in the values and the ethics that he modelled throughout his life, in his capacity to work and in the wisdom, the problem-solving strategies that he shared in his gentle, unassuming manner. It will not surprise anyone present to know that Harry's plans for the future never included retirement. That word was simply not in his vocabulary. It was Harry's intention to simply downsize from the family home, enabling him to buy a bigger boat where he could start organising his own fishing charters for the local community to enjoy. Wouldn't that have been a wonderful sight to see? Harry, you will be deeply missed by everyone who knew and loved you very much. Franco, Harry's best friend, would like to share a poem that he and Harry often recited together whilst doing what they loved best. Franco, would you please come forward? The poem presented by Harry's best friend is The Angler's Invitation by Thomas Todd Start. Thank you, Franco. To give us greater insight into Harry's life and his dedicated contribution to the lives of those around him, I share with you Harry's story. George Harold Smith was born on the 20th of October 1949, son of Mary and Roger Smith, who had emigrated from the United States of America to South Australia, Adelaide, the year Harry was born. When the family settled, Harry's two sisters, Janice and Barbara, followed, and the family made their way through some troubled times of low unemployment and not having much, but there was always love in the house, and this is something Harry took to his family in adulthood. Harry always had a love for fishing, which started in the days he and his dad would go off for the day to their favourite fishing spot and catch the dinner for their family. When he turned 17, he saved enough money to buy his own little tinny and would spend hours finding the best fishing spots to visit. In the town where they lived, they would hold regular fishing competitions, and Harry was no stranger to winning and bringing home the prize catch. This is what led him to moving to Western Australia, wanting to take part in the ultimate fishing competition. Not winning that day though with the prize fish, but he did catch the prize wife, as this is where he met Marion, whom he loved and adored until the day she sadly passed away, leaving behind the family they had nurtured together, daughter Tempest and three sons Adrian, Christian and Eric, all of whom are here today and now have their beautiful families to nurture just like their dad. Harry was no stranger to hard work and always provided well for his family, ensuring there was enough money left over for that annual family holiday and a little fishing getaway with his best friend Franco. Harry was not the type of person who wanted or needed much. Having his family near and being in reach of the ocean was all he desired. Sense of community was important to Harry. When a new family moved in close by, he would make a point of introducing himself and welcoming them to the area. He would never give away his favourite fishing spot though, kept those for himself. If you were to ask Harry what his greatest achievements would be, he would say, my marriage, my children and grandchildren. And his love and respect of the ocean would have provided not only food for his family, but a great sense of achievement through the many awards he has won for his expertise in angling. Harry's pride of place in his home is his mantle, which bears the man's passion and success in angling through the years of his life. Harry, you are unique in nature and will be timeless in our thoughts. May you rest peacefully with Marion and dance amongst the waves wherever the tide takes you, my friend. Tribute of Harry's fishing jacket. Memory is a way of holding on to the things we love, the things we are, the things we never want to lose. And we are grateful for the way in which our treasured memories can be captured and preserved by items in our life which have meaning. Harry's fishing jacket presented here is that treasured item which had the power to transform Harry's natural form into his former youth, where that playful streak would present as soon as he put on his fishing jacket, and we all knew he was going out of the door and heading to his best friend Franco's house to go fishing. I bet that jacket could tell a few stories. We now come to an important part of the service, a time for reflection and personal prayer as you remember and give thanks for the way in which Harry was a part of your life. As we do so, I invite you to say your personal goodbye to Harry and bring forward a tribute fishing lure for you to attach to his jacket as a symbol of remembrance. Your remembrance of someone who contributed to the lives of so many others. After you have done so, I ask you to return to your seat for silent reflection and allow the family some space for their own personal remembering. Please hold your condolences at this stage, as you will have an opportunity to greet the family after the service. Committal. George Harold Smith, in grief at your death, but grateful for your life and for being able to share it with you, we commit your mortal remains back to a natural end, to be cremated at another time and partly laid to rest with your wife Marion, and to the ocean, your favourite fishing spot. We do so with great respect for your body, which during life was a unique and much loved person. We dedicate this service of tribute to your beloved memory. Closing. Family and friends, that ends this service to honour Harry. Whether you realise it or not, your lives are all richer for him having been a part of them. He will live on in your memory and in the stories that are told, so it is important to tell the stories and keep the memories alive in your hearts. The family thank you all for the support that you have offered to them at this time, and they invite you to join them at the Broadacres Community Club for light refreshments and the opportunity to share your memories of Harry with each other. If anyone has not had the opportunity to sign an attendance card, please take one from the table in the foyer to ensure your presence here supports the families and is appropriately recorded. Now we will allow Harry a final word as we reflect on the lyrics of Frank Sinatra's My Way, at the end of which the funeral home staff will direct the pallbearers. Harry will then make his way out to the hearse, guided by his favourite sea shanty song, South Australia, performed by the Anchorman Choir. At this time, I ask you to follow Harry out of the hearse and for you, his community, to form a guard of honour from the front of the hearse to the road as the Anchorman Choir following him on his final journey from this town. But first, Frank Sinatra.